Of the 237 instances in which the word Navi can be found in the Sifrei Tanakh, a mere 12 are located in the Chamisha Chumshei Torah. The last time that it is used is in a statement regarding Moshe as part of his epithet, where the Chumash testifies that V'lo kam Navi od b'Yisrael k'Moshe, that neither in the past nor in the future would a Navi arise in whom the powers of Nevuah would be found as great as that found in Moshe Rabbeinu. And in that very same pasuk there is a hint as to the definition of Navi, Asher Yida'o Hashem Panim El Panim, that the Navi's claim to fame is a relationship with the Godhead. While there were many Nevi'im throughout the history of Bnei Yisrael, Moshe Rabbeinu stood out in that his interaction with HaKadosh Baruch Hu was a Panim El Panim relationship. We will return to this point when we discuss Bamidbar 12:6. The remaining instances for the use of Navi in Sefer Devarim relate to the Navi Sheker, such as in Devarim 13:2, Ki yakum bekirbecha Navi, or Chalam Chalom, a person who claims to have connections with the spiritual forces of the world, and in fact, V'natan elecha oto mofet, to validate his claim, he predicts a particular event that was to take place. His only problem was that he encourages the people to become involved in Avodah Zarah, and the text goes on to provide a system through which the nation can deal with this Navi Sheker. The remaining references to a Navi are to be found in the narrative component of the Chumash, firstly Bamidbar 11, with the creation of the Shivim Zekenim, who were to act as a conduit between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and the people. There was the issue of the number 70, which would mean that there would not be an equal distribution between the 12 tribes. Turns out that Eldad and Medad, for some reason, were not part of the Shivim yet. They began prophesying in the camp. Yehoshua is appalled, runs over to Moshe, demands that he makes them stop prophesying, or according to another version, Moshe should authorize to have them done away with. To which Moshe's response was, Hamakane atali, are you, Yehoshua, expressing anger and jealousy for my sake? Umi yiten kol ha'am Hashem nevi'im. My wish would be that the entire nation would be brought to the level of a Navi. In other words, they wouldn't need intermediaries, would access HaKadosh Baruch Hu directly for their needs. The second instance for the use of Navi is in the following perek, the incident in which Miriam and Aharon spoke the Lashon Hara against their brother Moshe. HaKadosh Baruch Hu stands up for the honor of Moshe Rabbeinu, and in the only instance in which we have HaKadosh Baruch Hu speaking to Aharon and Miriam, not in the presence of Moshe Rabbeinu, God makes a distinction between their level of interaction with God as compared to that of their brother. Im ye neviachem Hashem, that even if you were to be brought to the level of Navi, at best b'mara elav itvada b'chalom adaber bo. The communication would not, as was in the case of Moshe Rabbeinu panim el panim, it came through visions and dreams, indicating a lower level of revelation. In Shmot we have the pasuk under discussion, Shmot 15:20, regarding Miriam HaNeviah, and in Shmot 7, Moshe is informed that in his dealings with Paro, Aaron achicha yiyeh neviecha. And here the term Navi implies a spokesperson, one who brings the information out into the open. And finally, the pasuk that the Rebbe in the Sikha will refer to in establishing one of the definitions for Navi. In Bereshit 20, we have the statement made by God to Avimelech, Hashev Eshet Ha'ish, return the man's wife, Ki Navi Hu, because he is a Navi.